I started my first meditation practice at 1999, over 14 years ago. At that time, I have to make a decision whether I should emphasize on concentration or Vipassana. Most of the meditation teachers and meditators emphasize on concentration or samatha. Mogul Sayadaw and Mogul meditators emphasize on Vipassana. For me, I am making my own business. That's why for a busy man like me, concentration is very difficult. I stay in town, I stay in Yangon, I work in Yangon. Yangon is very busy place. That's why I choose to emphasize on Vipassana. Because I cannot go to the forest, I cannot, at that time, I cannot abandon my work, my home, my parents and my friends. That's why I have to choose to emphasize on Vipassana. For the people in town, Vipassana is more easy than concentration or samatha. That's why I know little about concentration. I know more about Vipassana. I know my teaching is not complete, so also each of the teaching has good points and weakness, goodness and weakness. That's why in my meditation center, I accept other meditation teacher to come and teach. I use the teamwork. In this way, it is more effective for the meditators. Because of my own meditation practice, I came to understand the truth that who we are is not important. Who are our teachers are also not important. Which method we are following is also not important. What experience we have is also not important. We may meditate at home or at the meditation center. We may meditate in the forest. We may meditate alone or we may meditate with a group. But these situations are not important. We may emphasize on samatha or we may emphasize on Vipassana. This difference is also not important. The more important point is whether we can detach from ourselves, from our practice, from our experience, and from the method we use. Each of our physical power and mental action must be free from attachment. If we cannot detach from each of our action, we are not in the right way. We are not following the middle way. To be able to follow the middle way is more important. If you are interested in concentration, you can practice again after following the middle way. Time and situations are always changing. We must be able to do what we should do in the right time, in the right situation. If you have chance to practice concentration, you can. But if it is difficult for you to get deep concentration, you should emphasize on Vipassana. The practice of Vipassana can apply daily life, daily activities that is suitable for the people in the city, that is suitable for busy men. As far as I know, I understand that if we specialize in literature, if we specialize in learning, Buddhism, we will have weakness to practice. So also, if we specialize to practice, we will have weakness to learn Buddhism. So also, if we pay more attention to concentration, we will have weakness in Vipassana. So also, if we specialize in Vipassana, we will have weakness in concentration. It is better if we can practice Samatha and Vipassana equally. What I mean is, there are many meditators who emphasize on concentration, but for me, I have little experience about concentration or Samatha. And that's why I said I cannot practice concentration and Vipassana equally. I used to practice Vipassana in sitting meditation and in other position. Whatever I do, I'm trying to do with the right understanding about Vipassana. Whatever I do, I'm trying to be doing only without attachment. Doing only with right understanding about every impermanent nature. That's why I'm skillful to do like this, and I can teach more about Vipassana and concentration. Most of the meditators in Myanmar also, they are very interested in concentration. That's why they know little about Vipassana. To solve this problem, I became a monk and I make Vipassana teaching over 14 years. That's why I'm trying to make balance in the practice of meditator, to pay more and more attention to Vipassana. If the concentration is not stronger, the practice cannot achieve Vipassana wisdom. That's why the more they pay attention in concentration, there are more attachment in concentration. Concentration is also useful, but not like Vipassana. Concentration and Vipassana is different, a bit different. In the beginning of my teaching, a lot of saying about concentration. Time after time, at the present time, people are not saying too much about concentration. They are going to accept Vipassana also. If you are doing good deeds, if you are meditating, we should be careful to be doing only, without attachment to concentration or Vipassana. To be doing only is more important.
Sayadaw, could you please show us how to do the good deeds in the right way, with wisdom and without attachment? And the thinkings to select the method and objects to giving danas, how to effectively deduct another attachment. Thank you.
When we do good deeds, we must understand that there is only cause and effect. No one or not someone is doing good deeds. Nothing or not something is doing good deeds. Doing good deeds is concerned with ever new impermanent nature. The impermanent nature is doing good deeds. If we make mistake, we must understand that no one is making mistake. Only impermanent nature is making mistake. There is no creator and not created things, just cause and effect. Good cause and good effect. Bad cause and bad effect. If you are difficult to accept the truth of not something, not someone, we can accept that we are the same. We may make donations, we may keep precepts, we may listening the mantra, we may meditate. So also the other people or the other religions may make donation, may keep research, may listen the mantra, and may practice meditation. We must understand that we are the same. No I, no you. Instead of thinking about someone, we should think about each of the one. We should think about each one, not only someone. We should think about everyone instead of thinking about someone. Especially, we think about ourselves. So also, we should think about others. With right understanding, we are the same. We are using the same life, the same body and mind. So we should accept the truth that we are humans, we are living beings. Compared with other living beings, we are not much different. Compared with animals, animals are also living beings. We are also living beings. Instead of seeing the difference, we should try to see the same thing. We love ourselves, our family, so also the others will love themselves and their family. We work for ourselves, so also the other work for themselves. That's the same thing each of us are using. By understanding like this, we should try to detach from our normal view. Normal view is we always see from one side, from the side of someone, not from everyone. This is the truth, and understanding like this is relying on the truth. If we cannot accept like this, we are going far away from the truth. We are making mental mistake. Although we are meditating, we do not own the practice of meditation. No one is meditating. That's why even our own practice of meditation is not mine. Every experience we encounter is also not mine. There are just cause and effect. All the cause are not something, all the effects are also not something. With this right understanding, we must try to detach from our action, from our meditative life. The practice of meditation is right mental action. If we are not practicing meditation, we are using our mind in the wrong way. Every meditator can correct the mistake of not meditating, but most of the meditators cannot correct their wrong view, their wrong understanding. My teaching is about right understanding. It's intended to stop wrong understanding. We must be able to meditate. Besides, we must be able to correct our wrong understanding. We must meditate to understand the truth of doing only without attachment. If our practice of meditation cannot understand the truth of doing only, we need to practice more. Our practice is not.
Actually, nowadays I feel a bit confused because there are many methods, different methods from different teachers. So simply to know which one is suitable for myself.
To solve this problem, you must practice by yourself, and you must be careful not to attach to each of the methods, each of the teachings. You must practice without attachment. That is difficult because most of the meditators practice with attachment.
Yeah.
They can practice, but they cannot abandon their attachment. They are gain too much to their practice, to their own experience, and to their life of meditator. That is attachment, doing with attachment. We must meditate, but we must abandon taking care of ourselves. If we do something, we will have our own experience. We must be able to abandon the habit of taking too much care to our own experience.
Because I heard we need a very deep guide from a qualified teacher. If we really release attachment, we get into Nibbana. But or when we practice meditation, we need to follow someone else guidance.
In Myanmar, there are a lot of famous meditation masters. Many people are following. Some people can understand the Buddha teaching. They are educated in Buddhist literature. I have a lot of persons like that, but that is also not enough because of my own experience. Whether he can detach or not is more important. The attachment of the meditator, the ability to detach from our own attachment is more important. A good qualifying teacher is necessary to understand teaching of Buddha in the right way is also necessary. But if you have strong attachment to yourself, to your action, if you cannot detach possible. In my own experience, some do not have qualifying teacher. Besides, they are far away from Buddhist teaching. But they have less attachment. And then when they meditate, they are successful in meditation. So the most important is how to detach our own attachment. We may have strong attachment. We may have little attachment. But if we can detach from our own attachment, meditation can be successful. So the most important is not the outside, but inside the mind. Whether you can detach or not. My teaching specializes in that case, the practice of detachment. Mindfulness with detachment.
Is it possible for the lay person who get married and have family can have achievement in meditation? Because family is one of the big attachment.
What we are doing, who we are, and how strong our attachment is not important. To understand like this is more important. If you think you are important, your situation is important, that is wrong. Because your understanding is wrong. If you can accept right understanding, you must try to do everything with right understanding, and you can achieve success in meditation. To be successful or not depends on whether you can change your view or not. Now you are using the view of Vipassana. Most of the Vipassana have a view like this. Using the view like this is not important. Whether you can abandon or not. You have your own family. You may have your own family, your children, but it is not important whether you can abandon. Whether you have courage enough to lose your family, your life, your work is more important. If you don't have that power, you can get help from the teacher, from Buddha. You must practice like Buddha and his follower. You must not practice like you. You must be able to represent to Buddha and his follower, not to yourself. If you are thinking about yourself, it is wrong.
Yeah.
You must try to abandon that habit.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking about yourself, just think about Buddha, just think about your teacher is better than yourself. If you cannot represent to Buddha directly, you must try to represent to your teacher.
Yeah.
And then, if you are able to represent to your teacher, you must try to represent to Buddha also, because Buddha is complete. The other teachers are not complete. So that is the way to solve this problem. If you understand the way and if you can practice, you are sure to achieve enlightenment. If it is difficult, there will be no Buddha, no enlightenment, but there are a lot of Buddha already here. If you are trying, if you are dealing with difficulty, you will understand this difficulty are not much difficult as you think. If you see far away from difficulty, the difficulty is too big. If you are dealing, if you are near the difficulty, you will understand these are not as difficult as you think.
I understand that, but on the way change the view, it's take very long time, and we need to connect from different experience, and through the practical experience, we can make a change. Otherwise, it's very difficult. It's saying it's easy.
You are not alone to follow the middle way. There are many people are following the middle way. You need to change your understanding. If you use your normal understanding, it is wrong. You must change your action. Besides, you must change your understanding. Most of the meditators can change their action, but they cannot change their understanding. That's their weakness. That's why they are not successful.
You need to develop the wisdom. There's no wisdom, you cannot change understanding. Because it's connected to the refinement. Because after that refinement, have aversion or ignorance, and then you need to realize that. So if you don't develop the wisdom, you don't have wisdom, I think we still bring it. It's just good.
Like future Buddha. Future Buddha is not Buddha. He can behave like Buddha. It is possible. Not only Buddha can teach like Buddha. Even future Buddha can also teach like Buddha. Because it is possible to behave like Buddha, although you are not Buddha. So also, it is possible to behave like enlightened one, although you are not enlightened. It is possible. You must believe that truth. This is right understanding. The problem is you are using wrong understanding. That's why you must understand like this. Trying to use right understanding at the present time. I'm training people to change their view. It is very difficult, but I'm doing for many years. If there is cause, there will be effect. That's why what I'm trying is not in vain. It really work. So I believe like this. That's why when the time comes, the view of intelligence of the meditator will change and meditation will not be difficult. The time like that will be one day. This is meeting between wrong view and right view. No I, no you. You are using wrong view and I'm using right view. So you must understand like this, and you must try to abandon your view, and you must try to use right view.
But how to know which one is right, which one is wrong?
Understanding of most of the people is wrong, because they are not real meditator. They are not doing good deeds seriously. That's why their understanding about Vipassana and good deeds is view from far away, not the view of real meditator. So you must understand like this, and you must try to abandon. Most of the meditators are practicing in normal way by using normal understanding. That normal understanding is not enough, not complete. With this right understanding, trying to abandon your view. You use another view. I mean, to abandon your normal view. Instead of thinking it is difficult, accept the truth. If there is cause, there will be effect. Without cause, no effect. Practicing is more with this right understanding. Trying to practice all the time. Right understanding is also practicing in the right way.